Most people think the ultimate financial question is, should you save or invest? But the truth is, it's not an either-or situation. It's about knowing when to do both. Saving and investing serve different purposes. Saving keeps you financially secure in the short term. Investing builds wealth in the long term. If you only save, you'll never get ahead. If you only invest, you might get caught off guard when life throws you an emergency. The real key is balance. Before investing a single dollar, you need to ask yourself, can I survive if something unexpected happens? If the answer is no, your first priority is saving. You need an emergency fund that covers at least 3 to 6 months of expenses. Why? Because life happens. Your car breaks down. You lose your job. You have a medical emergency. And if you have no savings, you'll either go into debt or be forced to sell investments at the worst possible time. Think of savings as your financial safety net. It's not about making money, it's about preventing financial disasters. You don't want to be that person cashing out investments early and taking penalties because you weren't prepared for an emergency. Now, once you have an emergency fund in place, that's when you need to shift your mindset from saving to investing. Because saving alone won't make you wealthy. The problem with saving money is that inflation eats away at it. If you put $10,000 in a savings account today, it might only have the purchasing power of $7,000 in 10 years. That's because inflation constantly increases the cost of living, and savings accounts offer almost no interest. So, while your money sits there, it's actually losing value over time. Investing, on the other hand, grows your money. When you invest, your money works for you instead of just sitting there. A good investment strategy can double, triple, or even 10x your wealth over time. But here's the mistake many people make. They hear about investing and go all in without understanding the risks. They put everything in stocks, crypto, or real estate only to panic when the market drops. And then they sell at a loss. Smart investing is about playing the long game. If you're constantly pulling money in and out, you're not investing, you're gambling. Before investing, ask yourself, do I understand where I'm putting my money? If the answer is no, don't invest yet. Learn first. Understand how different investments work. Stocks, index funds, real estate, bonds, and businesses all have different risk levels and rewards. Pick investments that match your goals. A simple rule: if you need the money within the next 5 years, don't invest it in something risky. You don't want to put money in the stock market today and be forced to withdraw it during a crash. If you're investing for the long term, 10, 20, 30 years, history shows that smart investments will grow significantly. The key is patience. The biggest gains come from compounding, which only works if you leave your money alone and let it grow. So, should you save or invest? The answer depends on where you are financially. If you don't have an emergency fund, focus on saving first. Once that's covered, shift to investing and let your money work for you. Balance is the key. If you really want to maximize your financial potential, you need to go deeper than just save or invest. You need to understand how to do both effectively and, more importantly, when to prioritize each one. Most people either hoard money out of fear or take reckless risks chasing quick wealth. Neither strategy leads to financial freedom. What you need is a game plan, one that makes sure your money works for you, not the other way around. Saving is about control. It gives you options, flexibility, and peace of mind. But if you're only saving and never investing, you're actually falling behind. Inflation ensures that every dollar sitting in a bank account is slowly losing purchasing power. In contrast, investing is about leverage, using money to generate more money. But if you invest too soon without a safety net, a single emergency can wipe you out. The first step is understanding your financial phases. When you're just starting out, your priority should be to stabilize your finances. That means building an emergency fund that can cover unexpected expenses. This isn't money to touch unless it's a real emergency, job loss, medical bills, or urgent repairs. Ideally, you want 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses saved up. Once your emergency fund is in place, the next phase is multiplication. This is where investing takes center stage. Now, instead of just earning and spending, you shift to earning, saving, and investing. Every dollar you invest is a soldier in your army working for you 24/7. But here's what most people get wrong: they invest blindly without a strategy. You need to invest with purpose. Start with low-risk, high-reward investments that align with your financial goals. For most people, that means index funds for long-term wealth growth, dividend stocks for passive income, real estate for both cash flow and appreciation, business investments for high return potential. It's also important to structure your investments so that you're not forced to sell when you don't want to. That's why savings are still important even after you start investing. They allow you to weather bad market conditions without panic selling your assets at a loss. Another key concept is liquidity. Some investments take time to grow. Stocks, real estate, and businesses can take years to pay off, but you still need accessible cash for unexpected expenses. That's why you should have a mix of short-term liquid savings emergency fund, high-yield savings accounts, mid-term investments bonds, real estate, stable dividend stocks, long-term wealth builders, index funds, growth stocks, business equity. Another mistake people make is oversaving. Yes, that's a thing. If you're stockpiling money without putting it to work, you're missing opportunities. The best way to know if you're saving too much is to check your cash to investment ratio. If you have 12+ months of living expenses saved but haven't started investing, it's time to shift gears. Investing also requires a mindset shift. Stop seeing money as something to be hoarded and start seeing it as a tool. The people who get rich aren't necessarily the ones who earn the most. They're the ones who allocate their money wisely. Here's a simple system to follow. Save your first $1,000 as a starter emergency fund. Pay off high-interest debt like credit cards. Build a 3 to 6 month emergency fund. Start investing in low-risk, high-growth assets. Increase your investments as your income grows. The faster you shift from saving mode to investing mode, the faster you build wealth. But remember, investing doesn't mean gambling. If you don't understand something, don't put your money in it. Educate yourself first. Study how successful investors build wealth. Read books, follow financial experts, and test strategies on a small scale before going all in. People who only save stay stuck. People who only invest without a safety net risk financial ruin. The smartest approach is using saving as a foundation and investing as a growth tool. Master both, and financial freedom becomes a reality.